A very clear discount Sherlock Holmes, which conveniently is going to show up in this episode.
It's easier to find clues when you're that close to the ground.
Are you saying you could outwit Duck-tective?
Well, unless if you could understand what the duck is saying, I'll go with Dipper with this one. The remains of toothpaste wasn't there before. All of those wax figurines are historical figures, except from Robin f***ing Hood. Wait, Stan was in here?
I got 'em all! Genghis Khan, Sherlock Holmes, some kinda, I don't know, goblin man.
Calling Larry King a goblin man when Larry King is voicing his wax self.
Wax Abraham Lincoln, right over. Oh no, come on! Who left the blinds open? Wax John Wilkes Booth, I'm looking in your direction.
Well, you kept them inside of this room for years and didn't close down the blinds, so it's kinda your fault for leaving the blinds open. Also, Stan has a wax figure of John Wilkes Booth that we never get to see. Also, the clothes on wax sculptures are not made out of wax. There should be a suit and a top hat covered in melted wax. Also, these figures are alive. Why didn't Wax Abraham Lincoln just move to a different spot?
Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm?
I have no idea why. Also, that glue gun came out of nowhere. Why are these things just appearing on Mabel? Wow, that's a big chunk of wax. And Stan had that just lying around somewhere?
Maybe you should carve something from real life.
Like a waffle with big arms.
If you think a waffle with big arms are from real life, then you have problem.
Oh, Muse, you work in mysterious ways.
Why's your sister talking to the ceiling?
Because that's how speaking through thoughts works. Wax making montage. Also, it takes a very long time to make a life-size sculpture, like at least 100 hours, but Mabel managed to make a perfect life-size model of Stan while real Stan is looking for his pants. Glitter splash. Corn dog signs.
It's covered in my blood, sweat, tears, and other fluids.
Actually, it's covered in glitter, but you describe it in a weird way. This is the last time I'll say it till his appearance later on, but time traveler Justin Rowland isn't screaming in this scene.
Old Man McGucket, local kook, are the wax figures alive, and can I survive the Wax Man uprising?
Foreshadowing from McGucket?
Toby determined, Gravity Falls gossiper.
Toby determined? Is this guy just determined to do things? Also, that label says hat, in case you didn't know that's a hat. That lady kicked an old woman that was still sitting on that chair.
It seems you've really quacked the case.
Bad pun. Wolf howling and wind thing turning indicates something bad is going down.
Wax Stan! He's been murdered!
Clock bell replaces the noise.
Ooh, would you look at what we got here? City Boy thinks he's gonna solve a mystery with his fancy computer phone.
Countrymen won't let someone help because they're from a city cliche.
And we'll see who's adorable.
Disney character trait number 13. The serious and / or smart child boy is adorable. Dipper managed to take a photograph of Blendin before he went back forward in time. Also, Robbie wasn't there. Those footprints were on the carpet and the officers earlier didn't saw them. I would like to point out that Wax Stan's foot has a hole, which is something they don't see at first. Later on, we find out that one of the wax figurines used this axe, but left the axe behind.
In my opinion, this is an axe.
Well, no shit.
We have an axe!
Funny reminder of Psycho, but Mabel would have damaged Dipper's head with that axe.
This seems like the kind of thing a responsible parent wouldn't want you doing. Good thing I'm an uncle.
Remind me, why did the twins' parents let Stan take care of the kids for the summer?
We're here to interrogate Manly Dan the Lumberjack for the murder of Wax Stan. Deedly.
Works for me.
This works. Wow, Violent Biker Bar is so violent.
You were at work.
No, I was punching that clock.
Property damage.
10 o'clock, the time of the murder.
Or it could be the time right now. Because it's damaged doesn't mean it's broken.
I wouldn't pick my teeth with that axe. It's left-handed.
Manly Dan can tell if an axe is left-handed by looking at it. Also, there's no such thing as axes for different hands. An axe could be used with a left hand or a right hand. There are weird names on this notepad like that fat guy and angry lady. Hand-looking montage. 2 montages in one episode?
Then allow me to explain.
Wow, flashbacks. Never want to see them. Where did this photo of the head came from? Remember, they never found the head. Making out with a cardboard cutout.
Check the axe for fingerprints.
No prints at all.
Okay, it's okay that there wouldn't be any fingerprints because the wax figures don't have fingerprints. But Dipper and Mabel was holding that axe most of the time. At least there would be their prints all over.
It's where the pole thingy attaches to their stand dealies.
Pole thingy attached to their standingies.
Mabel, the murderers are standing right behind you.
Who would have guessed the murderers are the living wax figurines? I can count who didn't.
Wax Sherlock Holmes! Wax Shakespeare! Wax Coolio?
Thank you for calling out the ones I know of. Now tell me who are the rest. Like these 4.
Are you magic?
We're cursed.
Richard Nixon's burrs are a ripoff from Futurama.
Cursed to come to life whenever the moon is waxing.
Discount night of the museum. This kid kicking Wax Nixon in the balls.
Hey, I told you to stop that.
Make me.
Secret recordings when Coolio was with Larry King when they record this episode as special guest. So when the Wax Museum wasn't getting money anymore, Stan just abandoned the room? If he did that to all of his attractions, the Mystery Shack would have closed off years ago. It's been years and this doorknob was just left there in the hallway until Seuss found it.
We've been waiting 10 years to get our revenge on Stan for locking us away.
So it was Wax Sherlock who chopped Wax Stan's head. But Sherlock Holmes is right-handed. But because there are several left-handed actors who played as him in movies, we're left to believe he uses the left hand. Wax Undertaker isn't in this scene.
We can melt them with hottie melty things.
Hottie melting things. This guy is dumb enough to touch the light of a candlestick.
Ha! Genghis Khan, you fell harder than the, Jin Dynasty?
That's just weak. Mystery Hack Origins.
I'm Sherlock Bleeding Holmes! Have you seen my magnifying glass? It's enormous!
No one gives a shit What about your magnifying glass, Holmes? The touch of sunlight quickly melts the wax figure.
No!
No.
Fiddlesticks! Humbugs! It's a total kerfuffle!
All these British words, and I kind of feel offended, because none of those words are from Sherlock.
There once was a dude from Kentucky.
Nope.
Everyone hates Kentucky cliché.
Solve the case yet, boy? I'm so confident you're gonna say no that I'm gonna take a long, slow sip from my cup of coffee.
Cliché writes itself. For that other officer to spit back, he might have either drank coffee before and kept it in his mouth till now, or all of that coffee got into his mouth. Either way, it will make this scene not funny anymore. How did Larry King got into those? Oh, who f***ing cares?
I'm hopping after a rat that stole my ear.
Larry King, everyone.